Oh, crossover already?
They can hear you now. Don't say anything racist.
I never say anything racist.
James Bond is overrated.
That's just right.
Austin Powers ruined the James Bond franchise. Because now they can't have silly Bond. Now they can't have silly Bond without
shit.
No. The writers have said so much themselves. Now they can't have silly Bond without making people drawing Austin Powers comparisons.
That's just a bullshit excuse. They could still do it.
They don't want to draw the Austin Powers comparison.
So, I was talking to my dad about bug snacks, and then he starts looking for freeze-dried crickets.
All right.
Online.
Again, that is just a stupid excuse. I don't buy it.
I want... It does make sense, but I don't like it. I want the silly Bond man.
What are we
I want
talking
more
about?
Austin Powers.
Occasional silliness, like when bloody James Bond is like examining that sandwich, and then Q just goes, "Don't touch that. That's my lunch."
Austin
Bugger.
Powers,
That
for
kind of silliness.
all his faults, was a genuinely like progressive and women's rights kind of guy.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. That is Zelda music.
Yeah. I should maybe what's the word? Share my screen so that you guys can
You should
listen
maybe
to my fuck shit.
crush a child. Here come the parents, crush them too.
Witnesses are a problem for me. I've been to jail many times.
All right. I think everything is set up on my end. For the most part, this guy isn't real. This guy doesn't exist.
What, the Lego
He
Man?
almost did.
No, this guy, they're not real.
The kaiju. Somebody call Godzilla.
No, that's literally what you'd need to kill them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Somebody call Godzilla.
Somebody just call Rex.
Yeah. All right. Hello there, everybody. Welcome in God, welcome in Warlock, welcome in Air. Everybody who happens to be watching or otherwise. We are running D&D. We are running Shattered Star. We are on session 35 out of God help me, when will this end?
Not in a very long time.
We'll get to the final boss fight and then just decide to open a nightclub for 2 seasons.
It's an episode. Goddamn!
Technically, every club in this setting is
now a nightclub.
No,
is a
great
nightclub.
business opportunity. We'll hire a high-level druid and just get them to constantly cast daylight on the building, and it'll be the world's only day club.
But currently, you guys are have uncovered. So since I do have people here who aren't usually at my D&D content, you guys are have all been sent on a journey to try and collect the various shards of Amaterasu's broken mirror in order to help coax her out of her self-imposed exile. Throughout the course of the campaign, you guys have managed to collect the fire shard from Sakurajima, which is Japan's largest volcano, I believe, or most active volcano, which contains Japan's most active volcano. Yeah. In that regard, once you've collected it, Blue, you were filled with cosmic, immense magical powers and all that. And that was all said and good. You killed a dragon, were betrayed by some asshole wizard dude. That's fine. As you made your way through, you made your way back to the main city, that old town that you guys originally began, and started making your way over to Kyoto. When you were in Kyoto, you discovered that the city was effectively being run by strange glass creatures that seemed to be taking over people and replacing them.
Oh, for God's sake.
Also, I forgot I need to do something very quickly because I am. That's not the vibe. The vibe is not horror yet. It's just mysterious.
Give it 5 minutes.
Um. This. Character, Sophie, question.
Hello.
Yasu's a drow, or what was she originally?
She was originally Israel, yes.
Got it. I just realized that, like, oh yeah, let me send the art now so that I don't forget. But you made your way over here. You defeated all the different systems of government that were sort of manipulating and controlling the populace, and eventually orchestrated a raid on the central castle within the city. That raid went about as well as anyone could expect. However, while that raid was going on, and while you had people fighting on the outside, you were able to tell that just the scale of how many people were in this city were overtaken. There were hundreds, maybe thousands of sort of glass statues and people who were being controlled and brought towards the central castle, fought off by, only fended off because you guys had taken precautions to create allies nearby. And upon capturing another shard of Amaterasu's mirror, in particular the void shard, you were able to ultimately assist with some of the reconstruction efforts, as some 60, 70, 80% of the population is either injured, glassed, or dead. And at the end of last session, you had gone through your sort of various downtime activities, figuring out what you were doing, how you handled this aftermath. And now you guys have begun your journey sort of away from the main city itself. And Kyoto at this point would be a couple hours off from when you guys are. Yeah. Oh god.
I think the last thing we did in the city was get a bunch of diamonds and resurrect some people, including one of our allies' friends.
That's not his wife.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
Yes.
say wife.
Also, Yasu, any changes in hair or eye color or manner of dress?
Yes, actually, but I'll need a think on
DM
it
it to me.
because the yeah.
Uh, uh, well, I will keep you posted. But that is aside the point. Another big thing that happened, fucking, our heroes, these, not you, these goobers, a cactus man, a flower man, a, half demon, cursed person, sentient, like robot, and an undead girl, who is actually no longer undead. In the past session, they were brought back to life, and this is technically placeholder art for now. Speaking of placeholder art,
Yasu
Yasu
is now the pirate.
is a pirate. So I need to
Yeah.
fix that. Because
Sweet.
I'm a goober.
Banana.
Revert. Okay. Where the fuck is your face? Oh, where the fuck could it be?
You don't want to be saying that with internet drops.
What?
With lag drop, you do not want to be saying that.
Oh, all right.
How does Boop know their internet would be dropping?
I'm I was trying to make it a funny.
Sorry, there are just a couple things that I have to do in the background that I thought I had done, but I did not do. So I am doing it now.
The fuck is this S symbol?
You mean that weird 90s S symbol that people drew all over the world, but nobody was sure of the origin?
No, it's in my Twitch. Apparently it's something I'm subbed to. At Splitgate, apparently.
You got a Splitgate badge.
Okay. Good
So
for
you don't
that.
like Splitgate too?
No, I don't. It's just way slower paced than the first game, and it doesn't feel right.
Well, we're going for a different thing.
Yeah, Call of Duty, which I hated Call of Duty.
What the fuck?
To mention, every time I got the rocket launcher in that game, it crashed, saying I had corrupted files.
It's entirely possible you did.
I kept trying to fix the problem, it never fixed.
That's unfortunate.
Let me see. sorry. This is taking a sec here. Come on.
Mungus.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill someone. I'm going to
Kill
kill.
me.
There will be murder.
I mean, so far the only person you killed is Dream.
Kill me.
You certainly wanted to die during that monk fight. You weren't allowed. God has decided to let me keep living, and I've decided to make it everyone else's problem.
Fucking Minecraft server's down, damn it.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. If you care, I've learned how to fix that dirt problem you had in 7 days. You know that amount of dirt that you had that was just elevated.
Oh yeah, I figured out how to fix that a while ago.
Ah, okay. And I worked out also why I was doing that, but yeah.
I don't know that bit.
All right. Everything has been sent. Sorry.
We'll talk about it later.
Excellent.
Yep.
Uh, mull over it for a bit, Sophie. Let me know which one you prefer. But we will begin with you guys traveling on some roads here. Some crossroads. As you guys are at this point, maybe I want to say like a couple of hours away from the fucking place. From the fucking place. And by the fucking place, I mean the city. I apologize for the distress caused by me being a goober and not having everything ready and needing to finish college because that sometimes is, I mean, I know it's fine, but I also know it can, yeah. Anyway. Do I not have the cart? That's so weird. Okay. I don't have the art for the cart right now, so I guess I'll just fucking cry about it.
We could pretend that fire is the cart.
Oh wait, yes I do. It's just very small. So I shall make it large. I will probably nix the horses for now just to make the scene a little bit less busy.
Punch the horse in the face.
No,
I
I'm
challenge the horse to a staring contest.
good. Can that be the canonical name of the city? No, the city's name is Kyoto because this is a Japan-themed campaign.
What if we go to Kyoto and petition the government to change the name of the city?
There is no government, so I guess, you know what, you probably could very easily.
Let's
What's the name
become
of-
the government and do a city building campaign instead.
And give up on our mission to create a side so the world gets taken over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. I'm sure the ranger of the party would appreciate being in a city forever.
Definitely. Speaking of which, where are
Pretty
they? I see
pretty sure-
Dean.
Pretty sure the paladin will lose his fate if he stayed in the city.
His oath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You guys are sort of this is gonna just sort of represent the traveling area. It's the setting has like an eternal. In this moment, the sun has been missing for, at this point, a couple of in-game. I want to say in-game weeks at this point, or maybe even months. Yeah.
We're at months at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been months. I don't think we've. It's been
Definitely at least
week.
some weeks.
Yeah.
Ignoring but seeing as how we like
We can-
hand wave over travel time,
Yeah.
that still
I
is
don't think
something.
it's been a month though. But what do I know?
do not have ownership of my token.
Yeah,
Wow, get wrecked.
some of the travelers added up.
Oh, I do.
like,
Okay,
adding up the travel have been about a month. Wasn't the first city we traveled to the volcano kind of far away?
Yeah, it was. You guys are currently traveling across a quiet street.
Hold on, was that Batman?
What?
It does kind
Right
of look like
there.
Batman's cowl.
Nah, it's a tree. You can't see behind a tree directly, but
You'll
yeah,
ever drop the phone on your face when you're in bed?
all the time.
I do it every time, and it makes me cry.
I don't hold the phone above me when I watch stuff. I'm on the side.
Fair enough.
So yes, I know your pain.
You guys are making your way through a very through like some old paths that would take you towards through the forest that you need to go investigate here. As you do, of course, you spent most of the week where the moon would be like down, inside the city, but and currently you are once again like on this, in this time where the moon is sort of slowly coming back, moonlight. There is a bit more light coming in. Just naturally, it's generally a little bit safer to travel than, if the moon was truly gone. But as you're making your way through, the moon still does set, and the sun does not rise to meet it. So I would like everybody to just sort of give me a flat D20 roll here. and-
Everybody.
yeah. And we'll call this a sort of luck check for the party, just to see how travel goes.
Wait, what? Did I
Okay, I
roll the
balanced it
wagon?
out.
You probably had the wagon selected, but I see that you still rolled a 5. Holy
I
shit.
balanced it out with the natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
Yasu would be for the entirety of this trip likely meditating in the hope that he can figure something out about whatever happened back there.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious as to where Yasu's shard was.
Yeah. I would say that like it'd be pretty easy for you guys to find time or like get to a campsite here that's like sort of still on a normal traversal thing. You would have find like an old like area here, sort of fenced off slightly away from the main road, but still close by. where you manage to like pull your cart over and like rest here. And it would be no problem for you all to have a sort of a little campground that you set up here while you're all trying to figure out what has sort of happened to Yasu in particular. But with that in mind, it seems that travel seems to go mostly well for you guys. With that in mind, I have to ask you, are you traveling at night while the moon is out, or are you traveling during the day when it is set?
Is it the
Given-
same level of brightness?
No. When the moon goes down, it gets dark.
Yeah, the moon is some light, but minus the
moon
moon, it's total darkness.
Doesn't produce light. It reflects
We are
the
in
light of the sun.
fantasy world. Shush.
I have brought this up before already, and I got shushed myself.
Fair enough.
Yeah, given that we've been traveling for a bit, we'd know that one's safer than the other at this point, at least have a general idea.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, sleeping while the moon is out is safer, and traveling while the moon is out is safer. So, what would y'all want to do?
Couldn't we
I
just
would
take it in
want-
shifts and move? Like, half of us sleep, half of us move the cart? Or are we
Well,
gonna
you
go
said-
with camping?
Kensei can stay awake the whole time because they're fine.
Kensei don't need to sleep. Kensei could do watch while we're napping and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
the horses need to rest, though.
They're war horses.
Yeah,
but they
I
do
will
still
need to
eventually
rest.
need rest.
if
Yeah.
I don't have any resources I need to replenish, I can just be awake.
Yeah.
Could I say during all this time I made another familiar?
Sure. Which one would
Alright.
you be making?
Snail de leche.
A snail
little-
de leche.
Yep, little caramel snail.
Illy's
Alright.
caramel snail trail.
Yep.
Is it
Uh,
salted caramel?
Probably not, that would kill it.
But it would be
It's magic.
delicious.
Yeah, so
Ah.
while we were leaving the city, y'all would have seen just Sangora just mix a pot together, start making caramel and whatnot, and it just gloops together in this little snail form.
Zoop. And you guys see this bright, like almost orange caramel come up, and it's gooping around everywhere.
He's
gooping
around everywhere.
Does it have... This thing has no spells, no
Nope.
features, no
It has
verbal...
blindsight out of 30 feet.
Oh, blindsight. That's actually useful. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, what
I
does
thought
this
about
thing
this
do? Yeah. And you
Makes
make
a
your way
mess.
over pretty fine. It is a
Oh,
very
yeah.
gloopy creature. And this is when you
Yeah.
guys are finally like... I imagine that you guys make great progress, mostly due to Kensei not needing to sleep and you guys traveling in the car and moving a lot. But eventually, the horses do need to rest and you all need to camp out for a moment. And when you do, you are resting. Would you guys rest during the day or the night? Like, when the moon is out, or would you try to, do you want to save sleep or save travel, basically, is what I'm asking.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, safe asleep would be better.
Yeah, I guess at
Yeah,
least
keep
if
us
we're
asleep.
awake, we can fight off stuff attacking us if we're asleep. We're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, I've battled with levels of exhaustion. It's not fun.
It's
No, it's not.
really not. All right. At
Yeah,
this...
I don't know what you're talking about.
At this point, like, I will... anyone who still has a level of exhaustion, it'll go down by it. by 1 here. So that would be Dream being at exhaustion 1. Not anymore. You are no longer tired after like this EP time. And Yasu, you are now at exhaustion level 1. You are no longer bad at combat. You are not so tired that you can't defend yourself. You're just too tired for everything else.
Too tired to
And
sleep.
for the first time, you do find yourself actually like Sofia. Yasu has recently transformed back into a drow elf. And this is the first night where you're not trying to save lost souls, where you're not dealing with the aftermath of a crisis, where you're not where you aren't like on guard for attackers as one of the people in the party who don't need sleep. And you are feeling, for the first time in a long time, like drowsiness. And you've been able to put it off because elves just don't need sleep for a long time. But I think for the first time, you are feeling drowsy, you are feeling sleepy. And I don't think your first rest is a meditation. I think it starts off that way. But it ends up with you fully and truly sleeping.
Probably for the first time in a very long time.
Is this like an actual kind of sleep or the elf trance kind of
No,
thing
like
that drows do?
the first real sleep, not a trance, sleep. Because this is the first time that they have gotten rest, like good rest, like taken time, not in a disaster, not in a bumpy cart, sleep in a campsite. Yasu, you are, as you fall asleep, I would like you to give me I'm gonna say for this it would be let's go with, I know you're a warlock, but let's go with a charisma saving, a wisdom saving throw instead of a charisma one.
Alright. Just normal, I assume?
Yeah.
Isn't that also a +5 because of my aura?
No, not in this case. I don't think it works while you're incapacitated, and you being asleep counts as incapacitation.
Nice try, though.
I was joking to begin with.
Yeah, but I have to answer these things seriously, because if not, I'll say like, but you allowed it as a joke earlier. And I know people have those thoughts. And I can't say, well, that was a joke. I have to be consistent in my ruling and explain my rulings. Anyways.
Okay, I wouldn't do that shit. If I say it's a joke, then that's a joke. I'm not canon.
Yeah.
I'm putting it into a cannon and firing it. Hey, come on, you guys know me.
Anyway, how's that 18 looking?
You are looking out, and you see, and you dream, then you sleep, and you dream, and you dream of so many things, I think. It is peaceful, it is restful. Is there anything in particular that you think would be on your mind right now.
She'll likely be thinking of the times where she used to be alive. Her time in the temple that she used to work at. How she would go about the daily rituals, talk to the head of the temple to get her the task, listening to the people who would come there with asking for help with the assistance of those who have departed the world. Things like that.
Mm-hmm. I think you would say that you would be brought back to your times as another shrine maiden. No different from anyone else, living or dead, no connection to the world, to the undead in particular, because remind me if I'm incorrect, but Izanami wasn't the original goddess you followed in life.
She was not. I need to double check the name of this goddess real quick. Give me 1 second, please.
You're good. Take your time. At this point, you hold up. Let me check something. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm looking. Sophie.
Yeah?
You want a drow with golden hair?
Yeah, drow sometimes have golden hair. It's
I
rare,
thought it
but
was-
it's possible.
Okay. I have never seen that myself, but I guess but it's like a pale gold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more of a pale gold than gold.
I'm quoting to the Forgotten Realms wiki. It's stark white, pale yellow, and more rarely, silver or copper.
Would this be a good reference for the hair color? Just so
Yeah,
I can
that'd
send
be a
it to the
good
artist.
one. Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be a good one.
For hair color. Okay, cool. That is sorry. If I don't get this done now, I will die.
Forget it.
But you are in the shrine to your goddess. I believe it was Amaterasu as well. Yeah. Or am I
Might have
crazy?
been. It was
Did you write it down?
Amawash. No, I forgot to write it down. But I do know it was either Amawastu or Amno Uzming. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Type it out. Arno.
Yeah, pose it in Shadow Stall.
Hold up, let me read it out. Because it'll probably jog my memory. Ame no Usume. Which is
Goddess of the Dawn.
That is literally Amaterasu. Okay.
No. It is the goddess of the dawn, Molf Metis Nuevely. She helped draw out Amaterasu when she hid herself in the cave.
Hmm. Okay. But you are this light cleric, and you dream for the first time of the warm dawn, of the warm light. And as you do, it feels as though you never truly died. With your 18, this dream is a happy one. And in this dream, you can see people preparing for a festival. Different people milling about. Young shrine maidens who themselves may also very well be elves. Other elven shrine maidens, humans, even some tieflings who are seeking some form of purity as well. Priests and visitors come to and fro. And it is simply peaceful. These were kinder times. I want you to give me a perception check here, but I want you to do it at disadvantage.
Alright. That is not my best stance. Oof. Yeah.
You get swept up in the excitement, in the light of day, in this, all of this. But you don't notice much like before, you don't notice that if there is a dawn, there must also be a dusk. It does not last forever. But your dream fades before you can recall the tragedies or warn the others. And all you can do as you rise is not horror, but just a realization that you are closer to those times than you've ever been. And it is not a cold sweat as much as it is just a quiet moment as you stare up at the stars, look down to the ground as well, and wonder just how many of the members of that temple survived the attack. If any. And if those below might resent you for not meeting them. I would like you to give me now a charisma save.
Jesus.
Yeah, plus 11 will do quite a number on you guys.
What having a 20-foot charisma does? You good.
As you awaken, I think you will see a visage flicker for a time. And as a warlock, in this flickering image within your tent or wherever it is you are sleeping, as you sit back and start meditating and contemplating your dream after awakening in the, I guess, middle of this long rest. I think you will see a fairly familiar sight for you in front of you, but not so a familiar sight in an unfamiliar way. Within your tent, within your space, be it you outside of the tent looking around at the stars or inside meditating, soon you don't see her appear. You don't see when she appears, but soon you just feel it. And next to you, meditating alongside you, is the matron of the dead, Izanami.
Yasu would look a bit surprised as he glanced over, having not really expected them to appear. I had not expected any visits, I must admit.
Well, you'll find that most people don't ever expect me. The filter's not overpowered or anything, right? It's fine.
No, it was pretty good that time.
Nobody is ever ready for me. But I come about regardless. And all follow. You'll see that she doesn't turn to look at you. She's just staring outward, looking up at the stars. At the moon up in the sky, providing its pale light. You have done very well, my champion. I and many, many more thank you for all you have done.
Yasu just gives a small nod. I've simply been doing the best I can.
you'll see that she smiles at you. For one, at this point, turning to look at you. That is all anyone asks. All anyone never asks of anyone. She will purse her lips for a moment and give me an insight check right now.
Can do. Oof.
Not a wisdom caster, that's for sure.
Which is funny, because I don't have terrible wisdom. +2 isn't terrible, along with a +4 you normally get at this level.
Yeah. She's just looks at you, and you see this expression that you can't read very well. It seems that whatever is happening in her mind is beyond you at the moment. You have obtained a boon. Something that can put you on par with
Oh,
gods.
the voice is a
Hmm?
bit soft.
Yeah, voice went a bit quiet. It was a bit hard to understand there at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, middle.
You have obtained a great boon. One that must be handled with care, as its strength, if it is cultivated correctly, may put you on par with greater beings, even those such as I. Well, perhaps not quite like me. But lesser deities, lesser fae and demons, you will begin to see that between you and your friend who carries the shard of fire, things will go rather. Your magical potential will grow quite a bit. But in this moment, as a fledgling divine power forces between you, I have as a sign of respect for your service, and as a common courtesy to any potential immortal, I have to offer you a choice. You will see in this moment, she will lay down. She will wave her hand over the ground. And And in this moment, you will see a red spider lily begin to sprout from the earth and appear in between the two of you.
Mm.
You have been a faithful champion, and I would be disappointed to lose you. However, you are free to leave this flower, to let it sit for as long as you wish. In time I will meet you again, and, well, it may well be that I may not meet you again. But, should I find myself within your presence again, I would treat you the same as any other.
Yasu will look at the flower before looking to.
If you...
Yasu's gonna look at the flower for a few moments and kind of partly understand the implication, and then look up just to give a small nod to her patron.
Should you pick it, you will remain my champion. And I shall do my best to provide you with the strength you need to live up to such a title. There are many that still wander the earth who wish to bring chaos and prevent those from passing on properly. And there are definitely those who take advantage of the sun's absence to escape and flee exits that would otherwise be impossible to leave from. I would still have use of you if you would still have me. But I cannot make that choice for you. All right, Yasu, what this
Hello.
is you would. This is effectively me telling you that you can change your class here. And we can definitely have it ready for next session or the next combat. But your new class could be any number of things, but you can effectively become a whole new realized person. The picks that I would recommend would probably be sorcerer, or cleric, just given everything. But of course, you are more than welcome to pick something completely different. Be a barbarian. I don't know.
Pick the flower, smash people over the head with gravestones. Your grave barb.
But you don't have to have this ready now. You can, of course, we can, of course, even like change it after a few sessions. but this is effectively giving you a full respec in terms of classes and abilities.
All right.
And you can, should you wish, be a shadow sorcerer, be a death, a grave cleric, or try something completely different. Necromancer. I don't know.
The necromancer
Alternatively,
would be very funny.
yeah. Alternatively, you can pick to remain as a ward of Izanami. Now, she is very serious about your job and has on many occasions been aggressive in your, how shall I say, duties and requests of you. But you are more than welcome to in this case you would actually gain, instead of being a warlock of Izanami, you would be the warlock of Izanami, her champion, and gain powers and abilities equivalent to that. This is not something that you need to, a decision you need to make now, and this decision will we can make off stream or on stream whenever you want. Make it as dramatic or subtle as you wish, but this is the choice that I make for you.
All right. Well, funny enough, I actually already have an answer. Now, would picking the flower be... So picking the flower means what again? Because I did miss that part a tiny bit.
Picking the flower would be remaining as her warlock. Letting it slowly wilt would be not.
Alright. Yasu's gonna move her hand to simply run a finger along the spider leg. I made a promise long ago. Hundreds of years ago. I had made a mistake. Not only that, many had died, yet I remained, and still I wonder to this day of how many in that temple resent me for still walking this oath, still being here. But I made the promise to find those who wanted this land, be they lost or have left, or even being abused by those who would steal the dead. I made the promise to do all that I can to help those who have not found their way to you. I thank you deeply for giving me the choice, but I will not go back on the promise I made, and I shall still aid every way I can. And as he says that, he'll suddenly pluck the flower holding it. I will stay with you until a day comes where I may no longer be needed.
In that moment, you pick the flower, and as this happens, you will feel a reverberation, a wave of magical energy sort of emitting from this place, from this moment. A sort of red light fills everything nearby, and you just are filled with a brilliant red, and it is that crimson. It is almost of blood, but not quite. It is not a violent, bloody mess. It is what course. It is representative of that which courses through all of us. It is a reminder that life is beautiful and short, and the dead have sacrificed much for all that live, and they deserve to be treated with respect and adoration just as anyone else. Within your gift of the protectors, the effect of Gift of the Protectors can work now instead of once per long rest. It refreshes on a short rest.
Ooh.
Meaning that when a creature with their name in your Gift of Protectors is reduced to 0 hit points, they will instead drop to 1 hit point instead. And this can happen once every short rest, making it a far easier ability to use multiple times per day.
Just to double check, it is still once a single time, no matter how many people's name on the book, right?
Yes. No, I'm
What
not
was
going to
that?
give you...
That was my mobile.
Okay.
You're good. I'm not going to give you 4, like, no use when I go down. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to give you 7, because that would be terrible. For me, personally. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a choice. 4, but only resets on a long rest, or 1 resets on a short rest.
Ooh. I'll think on that one.
I'll give you that.
I'll think on that one, because that's actually a pretty big choice, honestly.
Next, as a result of picking this flower, in addition to your Book of Shadows, you also have the talisman that was given to you here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember where the fuck it is. But you gain another Eldritch Invocation for free.
Collecting these invocations like fucking candy, goddamn.
Well,
Oh wait, do I only have 3? I could have sworn I had more than that.
you should have...
Oh no, I would have 5, because I have 4 right now. Gift of Protectors, Ignite and Blast, Devastator, Pact of Tome, and Sculptor Flash.
Yes. You also have the Pact of the Talisman and Protection of the Talisman from the previous boon that she gave you. And in this case, you will get the Rebuke of the Talisman.
Ooh.
Whenever a person who is wearing your talisman, that includes you, is hit by an attacker, you can use your reaction to deal psychic damage equal to your proficiency bonus and push it 10 feet away from the talisman's wearer.
Do I get a pick the direction they get sent in?
Yes. Well, generally speaking, away from you, but at what angle, yes, you can direct that.
Alright. Eat them 10 feet off the cliff they conveniently stood next to.
I mean,
By the way, I was meaning to ask this question, and seems like a good time to ask it.
sure.
Being as from all intents and purposes, it seems he is alive again. Would I still have the features of Reborn, or would it change to the features of Zral?
You would have both.
Alright.
With the exception of the poison resistance that you would get through deathless nature. Actually, you would have everything except for deathless nature. So knowledge from a past life is still there. Deathless nature is not, because you are very much alive still.
Damn, the advantage on death saving falls.
So unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, but it's fine.
God, I can just imagine if Sangara was awake right now and he could see he's an enemy, be like, I need to try cooking for this woman. See what she thinks of my food.
Talisman. You have Rebuke of the Talisman. Now, blows. There we go. Did I put it correctly? Back to Talisman. Outer Invocation. Devil Sight. What the fuck? Oh. Import. Okay, it definitely... It is there.
Yeah, there it is.
Feel free to adjust that as you will, but that is there. She will, the flower will, end up, this red energy that flows within you ends up, all along your body and sort of trailing up your hand and lower arm will end up mostly covered by your sleeves as a shrine maiden. But you will see a single line stretches out up your arm, and a small tattoo of a red spider lily will appear along your forearm, sort of ending just below your like a sleeve tattoo of a spider lily will appear on your forearm, ending just up below your elbow.
I love that.
It glows with a very faint light, but it is something that you can will to just become mundane. The light will soon fade from the evening. And Izanami stares at you one final time. This path you are taking, it is not an easy one. Know that there is no shame in failure, and no shame in harm in trying. I will push you, I will test you. But you ultimately have my faith. and she will, in this moment, stand up, sort of stand up and bend down at you while you are still seated on the ground, and give you a kiss on the forehead before fading into fog. As if she was never there.
Yasu will just faintly smile to herself, looking at the tattoo, even lifting her sleeve to get a better look at it. As he does comment on something that is not needed to say. Well, life itself isn't easy. So, but that's what makes life beautiful. Before fixing her sleeve, as he just attempts to go back to the meditation for now.
Yeah.
That
I
that
will
is a
adjust your
very nice
ability
tattoo.
scores later because that is will involve a lot of stuff.
Fair enough.
That is like the adjustment of your character sheet was not something I wanted to necessarily spoil until you had an in-character reason to do that.
That's fair.
But the sort of tattoo that you end up getting would look a little bit like what I posted in Shattered Star.
Funny enough, I've always wanted to get a spider lily tattoo.
You can. Do it, coward.
I'd have to find a person who can actually do it.
Bitch, coward, fucker, fuck ass, cunt ass, bitch ass, fuck ass.
Jeez.
Wow.
Fuck.
Damn.
Alright.
Oop is sick of our shit, apparently.
Why wouldn't I be?
Australian?
Fair point.
Sanguaro.
Yes. What's up?
I think that you would... I would like you to give me a... I'm going to say insight check here.
All right. I'm definitely good at all intelligence skills. All of them. That's a 10.
I don't think you have a single clue how the shard is affecting... this maybe happened a bit the night before, the night after, but while you guys are on travel, while you guys have paused for the evening, while you are cooking for the camp, staying up a bit late, trying out new recipes, I don't think you've had a single moment where Yasu has had to test her abilities or seen what happens with them. And with a 10, I don't think you really notice anything other than generally more potency in a similar way to her magic, in the similar way that you became more hardy when you absorbed your fire shard.
All right.
It's not exactly a bad thing, but it is curious.
Like, so do I get the idea that it might be doing something, but I can't pin it down?
I think with a 10, yeah, you do. Like, it clearly is doing something. Her magic was more powerful, but who can say exactly what?
Right.
But as everything is happening, give me a perception check as well.
Oh boy, perception check. Well, I have higher perception than the snail. 30-20.
Oh.
So
You awaken in the middle of the night, and just as you do, it is still dark out. The only light is that of fireflies within the evening. And you will see a silhouetted figure lean down to Yasu, kiss her on the forehead before disappearing into fog. And as you stare at this figure, you don't actually see her face. Its face. You think it's a female based on what you see. But the face is covered by a very dark, like black veil to you. And the outfit is of a very that you see is that of another shrine maiden of sorts. But the skin and flesh of the arms and the hands that is barely exposed is rotted, is fetid and fading away, as if an undead presence. And with a dirty 20, as they you see that they've lifted the veil to kiss Yasu. You will see them, as they're fading away, turn their heads slightly to you and look at you directly.
Oh.
I'd like you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fun! I'm good at those.
I believe
You're
in
very
you.
good at those. I believe in you.
Oh, definitely good. +0.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't think you beat the DC to be for the fear of death.
Could I have advantage because death doesn't typically apply in a normal sense to his species? Like aging death, anyways.
No, because you still die. Eventually.
Suppose.
In addition, violent death is still very possible.
This is true.
Papa. Ominous.
Murder. Smile.
It's not technically murder if they're not also a cactus.
You freeze up for a moment. And in this moment, you forget. You kind of realize, oh, this is death. And you almost see the visage that scared one of the gods of creation out of hell. You almost see the eyes that peer through your body down to the soul and threaten to drag you back with her.
Oh,
That
I don't know how to
thin
respond to that.
veil is all that keeps you from them.
Yeah, I think I'd be just like stunned from that.
Yeah.
In a monk just hit you with stunning strike kind of way.
Mm-hmm. That would probably be the most accurate thing to say. To just it's not even a stunning strike. It is just a look and you feel paralysis and fear. It is a greater version of Yasu's form of dread, where instead of frightening a target, you stun the target just by looking at them.
Oh, that is.
And as the fog fades away, I Blue,
Yes. What's up?
you will see that it like swarms and fills outward to the whole area around you. And suddenly, for a brief moment, the entire area is filled with fog.
Does it seem natural at all?
To Yasu, it'd be a beautiful sight. For you, it's a little scary.
Fog of the underworld. Got it.
And as you do, this happens. You will hear in your paralysis, in your fear, you hear this. Seek them out. Seek them out. And as the
Certainly has a
fog
way of sending a message.
fades, as the fog fades, you will see in front of you will be a porous, dry piece of hollow bark.
Would I have any idea what this bark is?
It looks like... Give me a nature or medicine check.
Oh boy, I get to make a nature check.
That guy gets to do a nature check.
Yeah, finally.
Finally in your element.
23.
You've seen this before. Made into small pendants, mementos, reminders of those who have passed. It is dark, but it has been the way that cactus folk keep those who have passed close to them. And you will see a hollowed piece of a sanguaro skeleton.
Oh. Cactus skeleton. Interesting.
What would that actually look like?
Posted in Shattered
Posted in
Steel.
Shattered
wood.
Steel. Yeah, cactus skeletons are a thing.
To show chat what they would look like this.
Answer is gross.
What? That's just a piece of wood.
It's a cactus
That's
skeleton.
what the
I know.
That's what the skeleton looks like.
No, but I'm saying,
Oh.
why is Emily saying it looks gross? It's literally like.
Trypophobia.
Wood, bro. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean,
trypophobia.
fair enough, I suppose. We have some of those in my house.
So I'd recognize this as sort of like a remembrance talisman to commemorate those who have died, and I heard a voice saying, seek them out. So player is putting together, maybe seek out the undead plant folk that are still among the living. I don't know. But Sangoro's not as smart as I am, so I don't know if he's figured out anything.
Okay.
This is suppose I'd take it as a bit of an ill omen, maybe,
yeah.
given the
In
fear
ill
of death.
omen.
Yeah, if someone
The
just
fear of death.
randomly showed me some bones, I'd be like, that's pretty spooky.
Yeah, I was basically
It's
just
the
sent
Grim
some bones.
Reaper looks at you, stares into your soul, leaves behind a bone of presumably a family member, and says, "Find them.
My
Seek them
family's
out."
dead. Yeah. And my family member's dead. Oh, this is not. Should I wake everyone? No, they look pretty peaceful. I'll wait for them to wake up and I'll bring this up. Maybe Yasu might be able to make something of this. I mean,
You will see that
that's-
Yasu actually is currently awake.
Oh, so I will hand this, pick this up very gingerly, of course, with all the care and respect that Sangora would show a member of his dead family. Because all Harvestborn treat each other as family, even if, just cousin level. And take it over to Yasu. Miss Yasu, would I get a sense that was Izanami, considering the death, feeling the death fog, all that fun stuff?
I would say that it wouldn't be out of the question.
Right. I think your boss might have just told me to do something. They handed me, well, I mean, this may not look much to you, but to me, this is basically a bone piece of a skeleton. It's this little talisman we used to ascribe names of the lost on there as a bit of a remembrance aspect. And boss just told me to seek them out after scaring me stiff. She sure has a way of sending a message, I'll give her that much.
Well, she is goddess of the underworld and matron of the dead.
I mean, did she need to put so much effort into it? A simple hi would have done just as well.
What do Yasu know? That was likely the bare minimum effort, and it's just kind of hopeless that does that.
I wouldn't know that.
I think give me an insight check to see like what you think of this.
It's like she stared at me. It's like I couldn't quite move at all.
That
That was
sounds about
almost a
right for
moment.
someone who. You are under the impression that Izanami, intentionally put the least amount of effort into that because a proper conversation with death may very well be what kills people.
Well,
That killed.
if she had a conversation with you, you may have just died.
Oh well,
That sound.
I guess could have gone worse then. So I suppose where we're going, it's probably not the most lively place, considering that she told me to seek out some family members, it seems. And she just handed me essentially part of a skeleton. And I will show Yasu the cactus skeleton.
I was just gonna look it over for a minute. Take the wall that's a cactus skeleton, because she doesn't know shit about plants. Well, I guess it just give us a destination in mind, then.
And my family's all back in Totori, but I guess, they are wandering folks, so they probably wound up anywhere.
So much family in this campaign.
Like
Yeah.
I've been
Fast and
expecting.
Furious.
I've been expecting the
So
walk to
family.
appeal at any moment just to shout, "We don't turn our back on family."
Then immediately
I like
leave.
that sentiment, but I also know friends who absolutely should turn their back on their family because it's toxic. Oof.
Yeah.
Entirely fail.
So do I.
Sanguaro, when we do meet your family, I will just be looking for any Google image of a cactus person. So it may have differing art styles and may be a little bit silly. I hope you are
Boop.
prepared for that.
Half the NPCs so far have been Lego people. I'm fine. It's just what we do.
Hey, those are the relevant Lego people. Irrelevant
Lego
people.
cactus.
I don't think a Lego cactus exists, actually. Like
Yeah, it
Lego
does.
cactus person?
Not
Given-
person.
Boop. Given that, well, one, his relatives are. His mother was a tree. His fucking Family Guy gag. Me mother was a tree. The end stage for their life, assuming they don't die, and given their ridiculously long lifespans, is they essentially just turn into a non-living plant. A potted cactus could be one of his family members.
Cool.
If I remember correctly, they're still able to communicate, though, can't they?
Yeah, no, they can still talk. They're just basically unable to move. Yeah. So Yasu's looking over the cactus bones.
Mm-hmm. Yasu, you casting any spells?
True resurrection.
You think I have to resurrection?
Nah.
Well,
Well, I do. No, you
Oh,
don't.
Boop said it. Boop said you had it.
You do not have it.
Well, see, might as well try to see if it works. I doubt it's gonna work, but I might as well fucking try.
Speak with dead. No, well. They
I
speak
might
with
as
dead.
well try.
Mm.
You will cast Speak with Dead
On a cactus.
on a cactus.
Like, yeah.
While I am holding it, if that means anything.
Yeah. So, Anguaro, you holding it kind of does assist a little bit. And as you do, you'll begin to get a slight telepathic message. At this point, I do feel that everyone would start to be like waking up and witnessing Yasu casting this ritual that I imagine you don't use a spell slot for, you just use a like ritual casted over the course of an hour.
Yeah. Which will cast.
It's a 10 minutes, yeah.
Well, if you ritual cast it over the course of an hour, you don't waste a spell slot. Otherwise, it takes 10 minutes to cast and does take a spell slot.
Gotcha. I'm not a caster. I
So
forget
it
these
would
things.
take an hour plus the time it would normally take. So an hour plus 10 minutes. At this point, everyone would slowly be waking up and seeing this seance being prepared over the bones of a dead cactus man. And I think as this happens, Sanguaro,
Yes.
I wish to ask you something.
Okay.
How big is your immediate family that like lived in Totoria with you?
Well, there was the mother and the father, and then eventually They basically made a garden, decided to make a garden, see what would pop up as kids, because that's how plants do, or at least harvestborn do. And I assumed it was, just a lot because like this tiny little oasis turned into a vibrant little village over the course of a while. So I'd assume big family. I think I remember writing into his backstory that he had a brother that was a bit of a jerk, but ultimately good guy.
All right. So how many people? Like just a garden of people? At least one brother?
Yeah, garden people, at least one brother. Mother's currently an inanimate tree back in Totori. Dad's a druid. I didn't have it exactly down, but a bunch.
Oh, good. All good, all good. You will look out at this and see. I will. Let me just quickly roll a die here. What are the odds of? I'm gonna say the odds aren't super high. You guys are settled down someplace, so I'm only gonna roll a d4. All right, that's a lot of. It's a lot. You know, success. Okay, for your family, I suppose. I have a couple of these things I saved here.
Yeah. Like the parents, they're settled down in the Totori Deserts. I imagine it'd become like a nice rest stop along the way. A community
Yeah.
of plant people and druids.
Are you the
But
eldest or youngest, or like middle child? Like, what do you think you would be?
I think I'd be the eldest kid.
All right, now. Oh, um. You would probably look at this and you would see, obviously your mother at this point is just a cactus, a saguaro cactus, but
Mother's a tree.
your mother's a tree. Sorry, a tree at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
What the harvestborn are is irrelevant to what their parents are. It's entirely determined by where they're born.
Oh, okay, cool. Your mother at this point is a tree, and traveled a lot, and all told. And I think at this point that does change what I would have gotten made then. At this point, you would hear a faint voice from familial telepathy. The sound of labored breathing. Yasu, you don't really hear anything. But as Fennel and Sanguaro, as you both wake up and like hear that telepathic message, you will feel that whoever these bones belong to has died.
Oh.
Like Speak with Dead was successful, which implies whoever this is dead. And given the rarity of Harvestborn, there aren't very many deserts in Japan. There's in fact probably only one. There are a couple things that can be inferred from this. by the way, I rolled a d4. You have 4 siblings.
Cool.
I accidentally rolled a Sofia, but that them's the breaks.
Oh, good.
We have 4 Sophias.
Okay. So, given the somewhat rarity of my folk and exactly many deserts here, I'm going to assume this was someone I knew. Maybe even a sibling, close relative. I don't know. But what's that magic you're doing, Yasu?
It is a spell known as Speak with Dead. It allows me to speak with souls that have departed, in essence.
Useful trick. How long can we talk with him?
Not me. Double second what the rules of Speak with Dead
5
are.
questions.
Alright. You can only ask them 5 questions.
That seems rather arbitrary, but all right.
Magic tends to be like that. By the way, they are not compelled to answer truthfully. To answer clearly, they can be vague with their answers, or brief or cryptic.
All right. So got to be careful about this. I suppose obvious question would be, what was their name? But we could save that for more useful information. I have an idea though. Could ask what happened to him. What do you think?
Would be a good idea, I feel.
So I will, in that familial telepathy way that only Fennel can hear, ask, what happened to you?
Does familial telepathy let you know? Like, can you differentiate voices in familial telepathy?
Yeah, it's like, crap, I haven't had to think about this in so long.
A phone call
But
through the ground.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah, like a primitive.
All
cell
right,
phone
in that
kind of
case,
deal.
give me a insight check to try and determine if you can recognize the voice specifically.
My more question would have been, can you actually talk through the ground to the dead?
I'm
For
For
holding
the
a
purposes
phone
of this
and the magic.
story, yes. They are.
Okay.
You can speak with the dead with familial telepathy.
I mean, I got. Never mind. 18.
All right, time for me to roll here. I have at this current moment save 2, 3. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say you have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. The youngest, in order, it is you, a younger brother, a younger sister, another sister, and then a brother in terms of age. And we can go, I will say, in order of age, let's see which one this is. Smile.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well.
The second son. Oh boy.
Might as well send this now. Sorry, I shouldn't say anything.
You son of a bitch. All right. You will hear the voice. You guys have mouths to communicate, and but you don't necessarily need them when you are communicating with each other. What you are looking at here is effectively, could be considered effectively a forearm. Like, it is a very small, it is a relatively thin bone. like a piece of that bone, and that's really all. Just like the ability to sense and receive vibrations is really all that's needed for the familial telepathy. And as you sort of listen closely, you will hear the voice of someone who is, how shall I say, you were always a brave person. You were always kind-hearted and meant well and wanted to do right by others, feeding everybody, making sure that nobody goes hungry, especially given your situation growing up near a desert where people would go hungry at times. And when you went off to try and go to war to try and feed as many people as you can and kind of in over your head trying to figure out when or where you are. I think that the one who went looking for you and got you to finally realize, hey, oh, I'm not just in a traveling band, and like that sort of snapped you out of your childish naivete. It would probably be the second son, your brother in this case. And I am, in fact, making up lore. I'm sorry. Is this okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, here's all the lore I had for him. I tracked it down and sent it back to you. But that's a bit to read right now. But yeah, there's nothing on like family members other than the parents.
Yeah. All right. The implication of a garden would imply that you could have had siblings.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Anyways, you will uncover the bone of the sibling directly younger to you. And I think, do you think that Sanguaro, given his history, has gone back home many times?
I've imagined he's been like sending letters back home to keep his parents informed on what he's doing, but he hasn't visited the place since he did the start of his grand adventure, as his people are wont to do. Kind of like how Ash rarely ever went back to Pallet Town.
Mm-hmm.
It's just expected of your people. One day you'll just leave and you might come back, but they're nomads.
Yeah. You probably haven't spoken to this person very much, but they did find you. You did eventually figure out what was happening here. And I think they were might have been the one who helped you realize, hey, this isn't just some traveling kitchen, this is a military operation. What are you doing? And then they continued off on their journey.
Oh no.
You will hear this voice and see what the fuck is what's it called?
What's what? Need help with something?
Sorry, I'm just looking up a name here. You will see and remember the face of a person who actually would have been prepared to fight in the moment, who wasn't primarily a cook, who was just a more not more hardy, but like a more like gung-ho combat soldier type of sorts. And you would know them as Higo, Higo. That is the name of a type of cactus fruit. And I am posting their art now so that I can have it here somewhere over the rainbow where skies are blue. Did I save it? I did not. I'm ooped. Alright. Okay. Cool. But we'll apply this and that'll do it. This would be them. As at least as you remember them. And you will
All
get
right.
a voice saying, you will hear a word say one single word. And I think you're very familiar with this yourself. Blight.
Oh no. That ain't good. Glad, how'd the... Well, I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know where you went. There's no telling where you got... Okay, that's something to think about.
I think Fennel, I think you would also be privy to all this, but everyone else would just feel like see maybe the wood like tremble a little bit.
Can I hear any of this though?
You do. You hear the word blight as Sanguaro is listening to this stick, I suppose.
That's not a stick, it's my brother.
Yeah.
Your brother's a stick.
Alright, so my brother died to the blight spell. Okay, Yasu, apparently my brother died to the same spell that the wizard tried to use on us, and he wasn't as fortunate. He was always a headstrong guy, more of a defensive fighter, protect those who find themselves in combat they ain't exactly prepared for. My brother, he kind of... Would I know he was actually in the military as opposed to me just being some
Yes,
guy
you would
thinking he's
probably
helping
know
people
that.
cook?
You guys probably did the like Spider-Man meme, like, huh? What? Huh? When you guys finally actually met.
Yeah.
Like
brother
he
actually
used the
was in the
military as a like
military.
call for adventure and like was actually like looking to make a name for himself as an adventurer, whereas you were just looking to feed people.
Yeah. Yeah, so way back, I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but I kind of accidentally not quite joined the military as a cook, although years later they kind of found out that I wasn't actually in the military. It's this whole story. But my brother, he was Oh God, he's dead. He was in the military, very headstrong kind of guy. Very good knight from what I remember. And oh man, parents ain't gonna like this. Oh, this is a lot. Haven't seen my brother in a long time, and I find out he's dead.
Yeah, there's the point of be comforting him. Not exactly saying anything, just shoulder rubs if he's comfortable with that. Sangara. Not shoulder, not like that, not sensual. God damn it.
Cousin, I appreciate the effort, but I don't think you're helping.
Like one hand on his back, and that kind of pat.
Like pats on the back. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
I know what you mean. So what should we ask next? Where were they? Who did it? Oh man, this is a lot. At this point, I would definitely have woken everyone else up, informed them what's going on, and say we have 4 questions to ask the remains of my brother on to figure out what has happened. To get some some input from the party. What do y'all think?
Well, I was just gonna pause to think for a few moments.
What have you already asked?
What happened to him? And he got hit with that same blight spell that nearly took us out. I'm pretty sure that knocked you down,
Yeah,
almost killed you.
that was what knocked me down, was a blood spell.
Are you able to ask where it happened?
That's actually what I was gonna say too.
Where did you die?
You will see a pause for a moment before they say, "Hmm, how do I express this? Otori became surrounded nearby a grove. A grove. Let me look at this real quick. Maps here. Oh, that's fucking nowhere near. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Um, I'm gonna try to set this correct here. I think what they would end up saying We can sort of like nix what I said earlier from the conversation. I'm just trying to like correctly describe that and get my geography at least somewhat correct here.
Got it.
Um, uh, they will just say, home.
Oh. That is not good. Oh no, that is very. And I think, realizing what his brother basically just said, that his home has been attacked and quite possibly heavily damaged, if not outright destroyed, he might take a minute to actually start, like, break down. I suppose, like, Happy Big Cactus Man, just, like, in the back of his mind, he's been thinking, okay, there are a bunch of strong fighters, spellcasters, druids, all that fun stuff. They can probably hold their own at least for a little bit. It probably didn't actually occur to him that the place would have been destroyed in any kind of siege. So Big Cactus Guy is currently not quite weeping like a baby, but he's definitely shedding a lot of tears right now. And after a few minutes of that, he'll wipe away the tears. When did this happen?
They will say, as of right now, the moon has like set. And all that, like, the moon is more of a suggestion to not attack. It lets you see, it makes it harder for demons to attack, but there's nothing necessarily stopping them from attacking in effectively the closest thing to broad daylight. So while you guys slept, quote unquote, in the light, they will just say, "12 hours ago, when the moon, before the moon rose."
I knew it. I knew it should have gone there first. Did that ritual help keep the place safe?
You have 2 more questions. You saw what happened to you. Where are you? And when did this happen?
The Night Parade isn't known for using the Blight spell, are they? I mean, obviously they wouldn't have been high enough level to have access to it in our previous encounters, but I'm assuming it was the Night Parade. So asking who is probably redundant at this point. Any suggestions?
You could try to ask. She seems to hesitate on the question. If he was the first to fall or one of the last, to get an idea of how many might be still alive.
Yeah.
Well, if I know my brother, he didn't go down without a fight.
That was actually going to be one of the things I was going to recommend asking, was if there would be anyone still left alive. Also, which direction, but you probably would know that already.
Yeah, I'd know where my home is.
It would actually be a bit away from the main quest.
Yeah, like I'd been talking about, oh, I want to do a detour there, and it's been attacked. So, guess what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been attacked. You don't have to.
Yeah, but I have to see if any family's left alive. And I don't want to ask if the parents are dead, because then I have to buy a costume and move to Gotham.
I'm the cactus man.
By the way, I have sent you part of the of your siblings as they were.
Yeah, I saw. It's all very cute. Cactus wizard.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 questions left. Do you know if anyone is still alive?
When I fell, I was the only one to fall.
You did a good job.
It's
You always
actually
did a
not
good
very
job.
reassuring.
He said when he died, he was the only one to die. So at least
Meaning
when he died,
Mhm.
cousin, I just found out my brother's dead. Can you let me have something, please? This might be a look. We can ask him what did this, but I have a good idea. It was those friggin' night demons or whatever. Any ideas for a last question? Anyone? We got. I don't know. At this point, he's trying to be strong, but he's fighting back the urge to just cry again and just break down.
I'm just thinking a bit too.
Mm.
My next question was, my next idea for a question was, do you think your family were relocated after the attack?
Here's an idea. In the event of an attack, did anyone have any safe house ideas?
Mother and father, they created a grove. Those that remain will be safe for now.
All right.
I think
Hang on,
with
it's
your knowledge of like plant magic in particular, like you don't know very much about it or how it works. You can't do it yourself, but you are aware of the concept of a druid grove.
Yeah.
And you know that once cast, that the area that is protecting is fairly safe.
Yeah. But given that Sangoro is at least aware of a ritual that can sanctify an area against demons, like what we did near the volcano, he'd want to at least find a way to go there and help with that, to offer protection and solace to anyone left alive. Yeah, we have to get the shards, but he just found out his home was attacked, so he's a bit, divided on what to do.
Well,
You will
two-
see that the magic fades as this happens. And in this moment, you know that there is a druid grove. Yasu,
Hello.
you possess the void shard, correct?
Correct.
I would like you to
Well-
give me a charisma saving throw right now as you cast this spell.
I'd say with Fennel's bonus, but even conscious, he's too far away.
I mean, I'll probably be closer by now, to be fair. Because
he
I
has
was just
range.
standing here because
Fair enough. You were doing the speak with dead spell.
Yeah.
because that she was just in a tent before. She would have been out of her tent by now. That's
Yeah.
a different look forward.
Yeah, it is.
Triangle.
Are you
Hold
pressing
shift.
anything different?
Hold shift while you do it.
I pull you guys towards a specific location.
No, it's not doing it now. Oh no, wait.
Bizarre.
How bizarre.
Yeah, you learned something new.
Yeah, let me double check what hotkey I have to set to.
But
With Fennel's, that would be a 22.
Okay.
22.
Why did I do that?
Yasu, as you speak to the dead here, I am going to say
Hold Alt.
hold alt.
Oh, yeah, that does it.
New feature unlocked.
We can make triangles.
Triangle feature.
Anyway, you were saying?
Quick, let's all group up and make a
Triangle
Triforce.
Man. No.
With the power of the Void Shard, it does grant you some more command over necromantic magic. This involves healing, this involves death. And in this moment, you suspect that you feel something hum within you. As if there was a tinkling of chimes that's calling out. You would think that there is something that you can do, that you can remove the effects, the limitations of Speak with Dead and grant someone out of character, I will set a timer. 10 minutes of natural, full conversation.
That's very useful to have. Yasu will think for a moment before looking to Sangal. Sangal,
However, if you were to do this, it would effectively cause the person's soul to carry on, and they would not be able to communicate with you again.
Because as it stands, you can use speak with dead once every 10 days on the same corpse.
Mm-hmm.
so could you explain that in a bit more detail?
Basically, they're temporarily resurrected enough to have a full conversation there themselves versus speak with dead. It's just 5 questions. But if you do the full conversation, that's it. It's done, one and done for 10 minutes. But otherwise, it's 5 questions once every 10 days.
Is that about the gist of it?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, Sangal, I can give you 10 minutes to have a full conversation with your brother. But if I do this, I will not be able to use the magic upon him again. That will be it. These 10 minutes will be the last 10 minutes you get. But it will be able to be a full conversation.
I think if you can do that, we better save it for when we can talk to Mom and Dad. I think they might want to say goodbye too.
Very well.
Wait, also, hold up.
Yes?
Hold up. You have raised dead, don't you? No, Miss
Oscar
Lady
does.
has raised dead.
Oscar does have waste dead, yes.
Do you not have any more diamonds?
I think we asked if we held some back, but I don't know if we gave an answer.
Doesn't that need like their whole corpse?
He's a plant.
He's a plant.
Uh-huh.
Uniquely speaking, it would be a Groot situation. A baby Groot situation.
We gotta revive them, and they can only say, I am Sangal.
I am Higo.
That's it.
Okay, who's up for baby Grooting my brother?
I am.
I am giving you... I remember, like, yeah, you do have raised dead. And I don't recall how many people you saved or if you did save all those diamonds. You definitely used some of them.
So I know for Sultan we saved the not wife.
Yep.
And I think we saved a few more after that. But
We
I
saved
want
a
to.
few of the kids from the Fighters Club.
Yes, the kids.
And
And
I
then,
think that might have been it.
So,
Didn't we
and
get 10?
Yeah, you got
Yeah, we got
10.
10 diamonds total.
And you used 3.
Yeah, 10 was the maximum we could have done with the allotted time we had.
Yeah.
You know, to resurrect dead.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, because
we
you
have
did give us a limit of time we had in the city until we
Yeah,
probably
for
leave.
repairing stuff, moving on to the next place. So we have a few diamonds.
I'm going to roll a d4, and that is how many you have.
Fair
Yes,
enough.
Did Keen buy us any diamonds to keep people alive?
No.
By the way, I
did
still gonna have
Keen-
that conversation with Keen about Dream.
Can I lucky that for more diamonds?
No. Lucky only
No.
works on d20 rolls.
I know. As my party recently found out in the finale of their Dream Quest, where somebody wild magic surged a fireball on 3 party members.
Yeah.
That was funny. And
Uh,
entirely my
You
fault.
have 2 diamonds that are useful for true resurrection. For not true resurrection, raised dead.
The better question is who remembers about the race dead in character? Because it seems like everyone's caught up at the moment.
I feel like she could Asuka would probably if it's worth it, and she'll hold up the 2 diamonds and offering that for you.
I mean, the raised dead thing wasn't too long ago. I think we'd all remember that.
Considering I deliberately just paid a guy gold to buy a diamond so he could resurrect who I thought at the time was his wife, I'd remember the raised dead spell.
Yeah, but what do you remember in the moment while you're thinking about your dead brother and, your possibly dead extended family?
Considering I just had an encounter with the god of death, I'm going to say dying and such is all I can think about right now. So, yes.
Fair enough.
Dying and such reminds me of Mob Psycho, Spirits and Such Consulting.
Yeah. Reagan.
Ah! Ooh, that's hot.
What did you touch?
A 9-volt battery.
Oop, stop licking the
Why?
Oop, we've been over this. Stop licking the 9-volt battery.
Ah, it's hot.
Oh,
I
is
think
that...
you get-
Wait. Is that battery hooked up to anything?
No, maybe.
And it's just hot?
Yes.
Oop, that battery's going to explode.
Yeah, get.
Put that in a
No,
sealed container.
no. It's not gonna explode. It's not gonna explode. It's fine. I just had a necklace and I was playing around with the leads and causing it to circulate without any resistors.
Okay. Okay.
You're
Alright.
doing the whole nose ring thing, aren't you?
A little?
Anyway.
Well,
See, it's cooling
well,
off.
I don't know. Okay.
No, we can't
I-
see it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if the battery was getting hot on its own, something broke somewhere in the battery and it would probably explode, and you need to put
Yeah.
that somewhere safe.
That leads to a lithium fire, which you can't easily put out.
Yeah.
Probably not a lithium battery.
It's an alkali battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Still
back
dangerous.
to Baby Groot. All right. So everybody, this is what remains of my brother Higo. And well, I think we might be able to get him back. I don't know how much of him, but I think it might be worth a shot.
I am perfectly fine with this. Feel free to make use of the spell on the diamonds.
And I will if you allow me a little bit of fuck shit, I'll pull out the kitchen. It always is stocked with cookware.
Sure.
So I would pull out the kitchen and grab just a pot, an iron pot from there, big enough to hold a bunch of dirt. Pour some water in the dirt, make it nice and moist, and then put the remains of Cactus Brother in the pot, and then hand it to Asuka. Be careful with this.
So, are we gonna get a little kobold psychic that can only understand this tree?
Perhaps. Do you wish to cast the spell?
I think he would want to in the moment, even if it's not a good idea. I mean, it's his brother.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yasu is okay with it.
All right.
Because, I mean, think about it. If you have the ability to pull back the clock of mortality and your friend or family just died, you're probably going to do it.
What? Okay. Hold up. Let me create a token right quick. Use file. App. Select this. Here we go. This process takes I believe, 1 hour. It is not a ritual spell. It cannot be cast without a spell slot, and she will burn that for today. But, using her single 5th level spell slot for today, she will cast Raise Dead. And this is what comes of it.
Ego, that you?
Just a little guy.
And all it says is Poyo.
That is not. This is not Kirby. I swear to God, I'm going to kill all of you.
Hi.
Oh God damn it!
We're going to hell.
No, it's not. That's not what they sound like. They will like blink up at you. Let me see if this is still the button I'm thinking it is.
I like to imagine he sounds like the fox from Adventure Time.
Oh yeah, Mr. Fox, who eventually wound up being Death.
Hello.
Deaf is in hearing or deaf is in murder?
Oh my god, it's
Death
Baymax.
himself,
Say that
as
again?
in the Grim Reaper himself.
Ah, yeah.
What?
Ego, you there?
You will
You all
see
right?
that they like start tapping themselves down and trying to get a vibe for their own existence. And they like get up and start to walk around, and it's very weird because they have short stubby legs and don't have knees. They just have they are missing their like they don't have their knees yet, and it's like they don't have like their arms don't bend at like the middle where an elbow or a knee would be. They just have like nubs that they wave to and walk on. Like,
And
Ah. Oh. Okay. 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 Where am I?
I'll be right back.
Ego, brother, this is going to sound a little strange, but we just brought you back from the dead.
as you say that, they will look and scan around everybody. And I need you to...
And I would be saying this while hugging him because my brother just came back from the dead. You know, I'm 8 foot tall and he's like a foot tall at best, so I'd be doing it lightly, but
Yeah, normally he would be around the same height as you. This is not normal circumstances. You brought a man back with effectively an arm
A
bone,
clipping.
and they are small. And while that is viable for for him to still be alive and regenerate from that, because plants, it's not easy. And they will like look out and give me a as they see this, they have I think they'll use a one of these. I would like you to quickly give me a perception check, if you would.
All right.
Or actually, it wouldn't be perception, it'd be insight. Sorry. My bad. Would that change?
Yeah, it'd get worse. Let's find out how much worse. Whee! Better.
Oh, okay. You're all a 17. You look on and you suddenly see bloodlust in those beady little eyes.
Brother, I
And
crave
you can
violence.
and you can see like a mixture of fear and rage and anger as they're looking around, and they stare at one person in the group.
Oh, geez, I wonder who it is. Also, I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back.
And Sanguaro, you will feel that his spikes raise as if he's trying to create like armor or an improvised weapon with his fists.
Do I take any damage from this?
No.
Okay. Because like young cactus spikes, I mean, you can bend them. They're not that sharp.
Yeah. They're sharp, but they aren't strong enough to pierce you yet, especially given everything that's happened to you.
Yeah. Hey, calm
And
down. Calm down, brother. What's going on?
Give me an insight check.
Again?
Yeah. I'm going to... They will look at you calmly and say, Okay. Okay, I'm calm. Their spikes have not retracted at all.
I do not believe them because I know exactly what, the spikes being out means. Can I say that at least?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you're calm, air quotes. You want to talk to me? You kind of already told me that the Oasis has been attacked and that they threw up a grove to protect everyone.
Are you still hugging this man?
Yes. Because I know the spikes are out. And I know he's angry. He's a small ball of violence.
Please let go of me.
I'll let go of you. What are you going to do?
They go quiet.
Look, I know you just been through something traumatic. Dying ain't easy. My friend behind me just experienced that himself recently. But I don't know what you're trying to do here. We're all friends here. Just talk to me.
Give me a persuasion check here.
$19. Persuasion expertise.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Oh, hold on. Let's kind of want to see if I can lucky that because I can go so much higher.
Sure.
Yeah, but I can go lower. So, yeah, I'll leave it.
They will look at you. And we were attacked. My military company took us back near Totori. And while we were camping, we began to hear music. And
Demons?
Yes.
Be
Wait,
the,
hold up. Sorry, that's
night-
not the voice.
Yes.
That'd be
Which
the
makes
night parade.
me
We've dealt with them.
wonder why. Why you would be traveling with one of them and you
You will see that he's pointing his little nubbin at Dream here.
What the hell?
Ah, fuck. Great. Now my brother's a racist cactus.
Yeah, I think everyone in the
Well,
room is
given
racist, but-
how they died,
Yeah.
it's not
At that time, I was
unwarranted.
reincarnated as a racist cactus.
New light novel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ego. That's Dream. Or Dust.
they are
I'm not
the
sure.
spitting image of them.
Yeah, they within 3 days of meeting this person, they helped me kill a bunch of demons, and they've only helped me kill more since. I trust them with my life right now. We fought that very same night parade together.
Dream, give me an insight check.
Alright. Fine insight.
They are the spitting image of them. That can only mean one thing to you.
Bro, my fucking family again? Or like, what's going on here?
Probably.
Mm.
That teetered on one for me.
They will
26.
continue.
I have lost everything, and others almost lost much, much more. And I've worked with tieflings. I know that not all of them are evil. I know that some of them try hard to live up to virtuous names. But how are you, of all people, not one of them?
Would Fennel be able to say anything here because he knows about Dust Dream's family? Because he's sworn to help
I
protect
think
them.
telling baby bro here that they're related to the night parade, probably not the best idea.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
maybe let's
say
avoid
that. I wasn't going for that.
But baby bro is talking to Dream, so let's see what Dream has to say.
Yeah, fair.
I
Still being like
Huh?
held close in his arms, by the way. I don't think Sanguaro let go.
I'm not letting go. Because I know what he's going to do if I do. He's going to punch Dream with tiny cactus fists.
Oh.
He's gonna waddle on over.
As of right now, the
Everybody
man
punches
needs to
my
make a
ankles.
dex save at disadvantage -4 to walk. So,
If anything, it'd be a cute walk.
it'll be a waddle.
Yeah.
Waddle, waddle. And he waddled away.
Um,
Uh, I know I might look like the people who killed you, but I promise that I understand where you're coming from. They're also responsible for a lot of harm that came to my family, and I can't control that. That might be a part of who I am from my family, but it's not who I want to be. And I hope that you can understand that and not believe that I'm evil just because of who my family is and what I look like.
Give me a persuasion roll here.
All right.
Also, I imagine Keen is just like hissing like a cat at the
Keen
tiny
is
cactus.
like full guard dog mode. Like,
Good. Start biting the shit out of that cactus.
Keen
Sorry.
should be a
Uh,
large
Agora.
creature now, though. Yeah.
Roll
no, he's medium right now.
Okay.
He becomes
Keen?
large, I believe, at level 12.
Got it.
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 12.
Does that
Can Dream
benefit?
have? I was gonna say, can Dream have advantage on that? Because I'm trying to talk him down, talk Cactus Bro down too.
Sure. Yeah, I'll allow it. So roll again. We'll take the higher of the two numbers.
Gonna say, would Keen even feel like you need to do any protection with
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I was wrong. It's
Ah.
11th level.
Yeah.
Keen's currently he's not actually gold right now. He is like bronze.
Yeah.
I thought he was like a copper dragon or something.
Something
He's
like
like a
that.
copper
Yeah.
dragon.
Non-gold colored.
So I'm gonna like slowly try and make him like a little bit of a off tealish color. It's not perfect, but I don't have a bronze version or a copper version of him.
All good.
I suppose I could get a baby copper dragon. Baby copper dragon. But in the meantime, like hackles up sort of like and they're looking I think that they would look like, sorry, I'm just looking at fighting art here. Maybe like this right now, if they while they are in a copper dragon state. I don't know.
I like
It's
the
the first
little
thing I found.
tarnishing on its wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
They look at you, and the highest you rolled was a 10.
Yeah.
And they will begrudgingly. You don't think that they respect you, but you think that they are, if nothing else, because of Sanguaro, not going to on-site attack you. But you get the feeling that they still don't like you.
Fair enough.
See, everybody's friends here. Look,
Yippee.
look. I get this might be a bit rough, and you may not trust them, but do you at least trust me?
I don't know. We were in the military for maybe a few months before you realized that you were in the military and went off on your own journey again.
Now, I think that actually worked out about as well for me as it could, because I don't think anybody exactly wanted to admit that the higher-ups just let a civilian wander around the military, freely for a while.
They, look at you and, are very, very, holy shit. God, AI art has ruined Google Images.
It has.
Really?
You can add like a no AI parameter to it, and it'll cut out the AI images.
Really? How?
Yeah, I think so. Dash no AI, or maybe double dash no AI.
I think it's just dash.
Yeah.
Is there a space there?
No.
No.
Like there's a whole bunch of extra parameters and shit you can put into Google if you know what you're doing. Like you can specify exact image resolution if you want.
You're essentially
How?
just telling Google remove this tag.
It'd be a lot to get into at the moment.
All right. So in the image search dash no AI, no space AI?
What you looking up?
I don't know. I just like looking up art for things while I'm role playing just to make my life a little easier.
I didn't realize I
And
had hit
save
my
things.
deafen button.
Yeah, I think it's just dash NOAI. It's space
Nice.
after the search result, but then dash no AI.
Okay. That's not correct. I'm still seeing stuff that is.
Because it's probably not marked as AI.
Yeah, it only works on stuff that is tagged as such. I'm seeing a difference in the results,
I'm gonna
including one very obvious AI fox being removed.
I'm gonna fucking kill. I'm gonna fucking murder. I'm fucking
Murder.
Ingy.
So seeing that my brother is very angry right now and that I'm trying to buy you time to do whatever you're doing. And the kitchen's currently set up. You want something to eat, brother? I mean, my cooking's gotten a lot better since I left the Grove. Since I left the military.
Fine. Wait, no, sorry.
Fine.
I will pull out some non-specific ingredients.
Yeah.
And I will make basically a chocolate coffee known as cocoa broth to kind of pep up his spirits a little bit. And I like the idea of a hyperactive little cactus.
Yeah.
And some tiny little chicken wings.
Mm-hmm. They will. You do sort of see.
Yeah. Well, can't roll less than a 10, so add 7 to that.
That
23.
they will sit down, eat, and as like you guys prepare to move out once more, they're just like staring daggers at Dream here, and like after after some time of like, and you will also see that like Keen is sort of like staring at him as at the cactus man as well, and then after like a couple, I want to say like 15 minutes of just eating in silence and like this like quiet shit, I think Kino just like, hey, you have a fucking problem? They didn't fucking hurt you. Stop it.
There's that. Jack, kill.
And he'll just like quietly look up at the dragon.
I don't know how, but I can tell that one. This person you're with is the spitting image of. Oh god.
I'm taking that as in character. You can't stop me.
Sorry, I put too much spice in the chicken wings. I didn't know it messed with your nose like that.
I don't know how. You They are connected to the attack. And they are lucky that the attack failed. They are lucky that Mom and Dad managed to keep everyone safe. If they didn't, gods above and below forgive. I would not be so civil.
Oh, hey, did I tell you we've met like 3 gods?
They are kind of like so into their like post-death angry about having died rage that they kind of don't care.
Look, the grove is safe for now. That means we have some time to get there and make sure it stays safe. We had something we were going to do, but I'm not sure how much of we can put that off. But then again, I don't want to just leave my family undefended, and I know you wouldn't want to either. And I'm going to pull out that little notebook that I got from the God of Knowledge and write in it, I need help. See if that does anything.
Oh,
Okay. Interesting.
Specifically, I would be asking for quicker travel. I've sent them a fair amount of information on what's going on at this point, and I mean, Sangwara will be expecting at least something back at this point.
Give me one moment.
Not like, oh, they've finally decided to send the Eagles and trivialize the whole journey to Mount Doom or that kind of thing. But just at least something.
Give me 1 second while I look for through this map here. Maps. You will get back some information. And you will begin reading this book. And as you do, you will see that some text begins to manifest. Let me see here. You will see give me one moment.
funsies, who's taller, cactus bro or snail? The snail seems to be about as tall as a spoon in a cup.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the map and trying to determine where the nearest one of these would be, because I know exactly what to do. I just don't have names.
Alright.
For this. They will, you will see that the script writes, and it is almost like in the form of a textbook of kinds. And the script sort of appears saying, throughout most of human history, water has been seen as, waterways have been seen as the fastest and most effective way to get through different places. Riverways and oceans have always been convenient methods of travel through the material plane, and that definitely remains true of travel through the astral as well. End quote.
Did I just get a fucking Wikipedia article from the God of
Yes, you
Knowledge?
did. Yes, you did.
Love
It will continue saying, it is not impossible. Volcanic activity and sulfur pools have been known to contain at their core portals through to the astral and dimension. The astral dimension can be considered a gateway through to multiple different dimensions throughout the universe, including the heavens, the hells, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, and of course, different locations within the material plane. Listed below are notable locations of places known as onsens within Japan. These are known as, often be considered hot springs, are referred to as hot springs, and also have naturally healing properties, causing them to be ideal potential catalysts for the opening of a portal to the astral sea. I actually just sent a tourist map.
Okay, we're doing a hot springs episode.
It will continue.
Eventually.
Upon opening a portal, one would then have to simply sail to a desired location. It would be easiest to sail from one opening to another. Be it use the onsens as as fast travel locations.
We've unlocked the fast travel system. Oh yeah.
No. Well, yes. The easiest, with it being easiest to traverse back to places that you have already been. To other onsen you have already been. If traversing to a location that you are unfamiliar with, it is likely that there will be complications along your voyage, and thus it will be imperative that you prepare correctly and stay on course, lest you end up in the Shadowfell or one of the hells. Perhaps not even the one that your part of the world adheres to.
Okay, who wants to go to the city of Dis?
Not
Dude,
me.
what?
God,
City of
no.
D's.
That what you're
He's
thinking
nuts.
of would be Sigil. The City of Doors, I
Okay.
believe.
Sigil is where humans come from in the new
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Humans are Yeah.
Yeah.
They come from Sigil.
That's crazy. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that. But basically, I have decided that, and this is something that I've actually had in my back pocket for a while, and you've actually gained this knowledge through a magical item that you've had. There are means for you to traverse quickly to different locations. Volcanic pools, hot springs, and other places with strange tectonic activity are rife with openings to the astral sea, as Sophia would know. Smile.
Smile.
Also, the city of Dis is just in the Nine Hells. It's a second layer of the Nine Hells, but it's this whole thing. Sorry.
You're good.
Continue.
These places can be used to quickly, relatively quickly, traverse to different locations. It would take a trip that make a trip that would otherwise take months, take days or even hours, depending on where exactly you want to go. And of course, in the future, as astral sea travel becomes more and more efficient, minutes, seconds, even. And of course, teleportation circles and such would make things even faster still.
All right. Does anyone have a
But for-
folding boat magical item? That was a joke. Continue. Sorry.
They would remind you that in Kyoto, Japan. Hold up. Looking at the map that I had sent you, I think the closest one to you guys in particular would be in... Hold up, let me look at... I need to cross-reference so many fucking maps. I need to just put a map of Japan on the stream, on the game, so that I can just reference it that way. Kyoto. So the closest one to you guys right now would be the one in Nagahama, which is just on the other side of, looking at a map of Japan, on the other side of Lake Biwa, relatively speaking. Making your way through there, you would probably be able to head back, and either you can attempt to manifest within another hot spring, which would be the safest, easiest method. However, there isn't one in Totori. Or you could attempt to manifest in a lake or an ocean. that would provide more danger, but theoretically would still be viable. You would just need to return in a body of water of some kind. But not like, yeah, a deep body of water. So no shallow creeks or streams. Like, it has to be a deep water.
What if I
Would
cry a
some-
river of tears?
And drown the whole world.
No.
Would some sort of hypothetical lady of the lake be able to help us with?
Hypothetically, yes, the Lady of the Lake would be if you were in the UK, Avalon is centered around the lake, Lake Avalon.
Someone call the cat
And-
girls.
And the Lady of the Lake would be able to have perhaps the highest level of control over the astral. At least compared to you guys.
Yeah.
You would see like reference it, like as this Wikipedia article appears before you, you would see like links to different figures that have had some control over the astral as of this point. You would see a citation of how formerly one Moonmun the Cat Witch has recently usurped a paradoxical has recently usurped and you'll see that Moonmun the Cat Witch has like a blue link that is like that has information and has usurped error link broken as the Lady of the Lake.
All right.
So you just assumed like, oh, this whoever the old Lady of the Lake was, no information is available on her. There was information at one point. There is not anymore.
So
Weird.
I am now canonically aware of one of the protagonists of Shattered Steel.
Yes.
All right. Does anyone know sending?
Fuck off!
We do know sending.
Are you about to
Asuka knows
send?
sending.
Are you about to send a cross-campaign message?
I mean, if people let me pull that stupid bullshit, why not?
That would be a cameo appearance, and it would make sense for the campaign considering it is that one happened maybe 1,000 years before this one. So she would definitely be a viable option if you guys are willing.
Okay, I proposed it as a joke, but it could be a fun moment for Boop to cameo one of his previous campaigns.
Like straight up, like if you're looking up astral sea travel, there is no way her name would not come up in terms of
Got it.
like control over the astral sea.
All right. So, seeking the most efficient way there and traveling around, I suppose, I would see if we could somehow contact this Moonmun. Because, one, I'm worried my little brother's about to repeatedly poke my tiefling friend with his tiny little cactus spines.
I don't want to get
And-
sniped.
Yeah. And two, family in danger. So,
Yeah.
best option is first option.
So let me be clear. You are looking for ways to fast travel around the world.
Yep.
Obviously, long distance travel across different countries would be incredibly perilous at this point within magical technology. You are trying to just travel southeast a couple hundred miles, create a several month journey into one that would take maybe a day, probably a few hours.
Yep.
You decide the best way to do this is to not wing it, and through this Wikipedia article, article that I've established is like a Wikipedia article and can link to relevant information as well.
So if I just like tap the blue text, does it open it like does the text like replace like it would a web page in the book?
I think it would.
Or does it
But
open a
after
new
a certain
tab?
point, like
So goofy.
after a certain point, it like runs out of memory. So like you can you only get as many pages as you fill out. So you have to be
Alright.
careful with that.
I would absolutely try and find out what do the gods eat. So ambrosia might come up. Anyways, Moonman, what are we doing?
Uh,
They just appear in the Discord. Hey.
let me check something here real quick.
Checking if Moonman is busy.
No, I'm yes, but also sending.
Yeah.
And send in,
Moonlight.
send across space and time.
Yes. You can respond to this message.
Hey. In a campaign, a party has effectively found a Wikipedia article on the astral sea, and the name the Lady of the Lake showed up as a quote master of the end quote.
This is very silly.
It is silly. And, you know, we just got off of a very serious part. I think we earned a silly segment.
Yeah, no, that's fine. This is me. It's not an article anyone can edit, right? No. It does get edited in real time, but no, not anyone can edit it. I'm pretty sure Thoth is the one who's editing this. Man, Thoth is just that one guy that's responsible for 90% of Wikipedia information.
Yes.
This is very stupid, and I'm here for it.
This is very
I don't
stupid.
expect to get a response right now. No, they wish to travel and do ascending. They are, quote, familiar with you, end quote. And will attempt to use
This is very silly.
they are here. They are online, and I am messaging them right now.
Yes. Oh God, is anything gonna happen if like Excalibur and the shards get close together?
To the smile. They effectively want to guide them.
I don't like that response.
And yeah. Wanna join in real quick? And also maybe in the future.
Can't call a cameo pog.
I'm sorry. I kind of can't stop this chaos.
That's fine.
Knowing fantasy, yeah, there's no way that this will end poorly. Absolutely not.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, it's fine.
Absolutely fine.
Nothing bad can ever happen.
To the Kennedy.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Anyway,
Oh,
I
no.
position that we all change our last name to the Kennedys. That way, nothing bad ever happens.
Then if we die, we'll be the dead Kennedy. And I don't know how to play an instrument.
I don't know how to feel.
This would
in
probably
fact,
hit a little bit harder if you were familiar with my other campaigns, but it's totally fine if you're not. This is mostly, honestly, kind of for me.
I mean, I just figured you would enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Free to pop into VC. Sorry. Growley, what are you sending me?
Just a message.
A banana.
Should I be afraid?
Hello.
No.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Hi, I was told I could cameo for something.
Yes.
Yeah, so I basically discovered magic internet and we're looking for a way to go through the astral sea. Your name popped up as probably the best way to do that.
Okay.
Given the
The
fact
Lady
that
of the Lake.
your title is quite literally Lady of the Lake.
I mean, that's
Oh,
true.
I didn't know that. I'm fascinated. Okay. I will not dive into that now.
See, I knew that. I knew what he sent you.
Huh? Who? Where?
You'll find out.
Who? Where?
Are you guys casting sending at this moment? Who has sending?
Nah, Moonman's here.
Asuka.
Let's not cast sending.
Wow.
Asuka has sending.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Nice
All
meeting you.
right. Who what do you guys want to tell her right now in this moment? As Asuka's like, I can try to reach out to this person. I think all I need is a name and a brief description of who they are. Can you get that? You can get that.
Yeah. Pulling up the Moonman Wikipedia page.
Oh god.
You give the entire life story.
I just briefly
it is
recap
not
the entirety of Shattered Steel.
It pretty much just does recap the Cliff Notes version of Shattered Steel. It does not go into great detail about specifics about because as in Wikipedia pages, you don't get like the minutia of people's life very often, even if they're very famous people. You kind of still only get a summary.
Said here they had something called a Nevernight with them the whole time that God just kept trying to kill and never could.
Oh, I know that.
But what do you guys wish to say?
Let's see, only 25 words in sending, right?
Yes.
Let me write this down in a notepad because I don't know.
Also, hi everyone, this is Moonman. She is at this point, I believe, a level what? 14, 15 player?
What do you mean? Like
no,
last
like
level?
your character in the previous campaign, at the end of the campaign, we decided was like
I
Level.
think you boosted me to 18 or 19.
Yes, it was. Oh my god. Yeah, you're level 18. You can cast 9th level spell.
Yeah.
You can cast Whis. It causes a lot of
Good.
problems.
Brick, there was a dungeon literally last arc. You were raiding a castle. You just missed the dungeons. We only have dragons right now.
Okay, so I wouldn't actually be counting this. I was just trying to write a message so it could cut off because I just found out my brother was dead. Now he's not dead, and my home has been attacked. So I'm kind of a little bit panicky, a little bit not, but starting to calm down since there's a way to maybe save. So the sending message would be, "We need help saving my home. We heard you can help us travel through the astral sea. Miss Moonman, my name is Sanguaro, me and that's where the message cuts off. So you wouldn't hear the rest.
Well, that sounds interesting.
We'll probably cut this off after this conversation just because I realize the time.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I can respond to this, right?
Yes.
25 words.
I will
no, I
say,
have to count.
given your station, I will allow you to not have a limit, given the fact that
Yeah, I
you
was
are a
about to say.
9th level character.
Yeah, I was about to say you
Fair.
probably have a way around that.
You're an 18th level character, sorry.
Is there a way for me to know a little bit aside from like the initial information? Or is this just the only context I could get?
He said his name was Sanguaro. You could always cast Scrying.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It would
May I
stand to
please-
reason that at this point you would have an expansive knowledge. You are a wizard.
That's true. May I please cast it?
You would. I will sort of set the stage here. In this moment, I think you would still probably be on Avalon, working along with Alyss, along with Morgan Le Fay, trying to along with Alyss, along with Morgan Le Fay, you are working to try and help grow the city, try and keep the Lake Avalon safe from those that would try and corrupt it. Amidst negotiations with the Fae, amidst all the various different rulings and your tasks of defending the scabbard and hilt of Excalibur, you end up getting this message that cuts off, "My name is Sanguaro, and you have heard of this target, and you don't have any other thing." It would be a bit of a, how should I say, shot in the dark, but you would humor this conversation and cast Scrying, finding a small pool of water or a bowl or something, and you focus, waving your hands over the water to see through it. And you will see, if you were looking through the shared screen here, exactly what is seen here. You will see like a small little cactus dude, maybe 2 or 3 feet tall. A larger cactus man who's like 6 or 7 feet tall. I forgot how tall he was.
7.5, almost 8.
7.5, almost 8 feet tall. A girl, like a drow girl, a flower man, a shrine maiden, a priestess of some kind, as far as you can tell. A tiefling, a construct, a small dragon, and crawling around like on a little plate, eating a little I want to say like a little marshmallow would be a a
Snail made
little
of
like
caramel.
a little caramel snail. And that is probably the weirdest group of people you've ever seen, save for the party that you traveled with.
Pretty much.
Like,
As
damn,
you are
that seems swell.
as you are scrying, I would like you to you don't have your dice. You can't roll. Shit.
Yeah, roll. Roll for medium.
Give me a all right, so you are do you have D20? I'm gonna link you the Google Dice Roller so that you can roll for me here. We are going to assume whatever you roll, we are going to add 12 to. Okay?
Gotcha.
Because your intelligence, I believe, at this point probably does break the intelligence cap. So let's say that you have like 24, we'll say 24 intelligence, and proficiency bonus at level 18. And let's say you also have expertise, which would actually probably make it a little higher than that. So what is the proficiency bonus at level 18? Wizard D&D. Quick calculations on my part. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. You have a +6, double that, so that's... Oh, you would have a... I know for a fact you had expertise in Arcana. That is plus 12.
I did.
You also had a... You also have a +7 to intelligence. So that is... No. Oh, you had 22 in intelligence, 22 in charisma because you had the charisma and intelligence thing. So you have a +6 to intelligence. So that is a +18 to this roll, +16. That is 40. No. 18 plus 16. Hold up, let me calculator.
The gears are grinding in his head.
18 plus 16. You rolled a 34 on the Arcana check. And a lot of people try to send you sending spells. And you do usually it is annoying because you are a big, important figure. People try to reach out to you and request things all the time. And out of this, the unpreparedness of it all, the whim of it all cause you to take time to scry. And when you do see, within the cactus man and the drow girl, I think you would see their soul, their whole being seems overcharged with magical energy. The kind that seems how shall I say? Oddly reminiscent of something familiar. Something that is in your care, but a little different. It reminds you of Excalibur, but it's not Excalibur. It couldn't be. Excalibur is broken and got spread and its pieces were scattered all over the world. There's the odds of two pieces being present within a person, two people in the same group, this relatively soon, especially considering other people have also been identified with shards of Excalibur seems incredibly unlikely. So this is something different, similar but different, and worth investigating. With all of that in mind, you are free to cast a sending of your own.
Okay. She is gonna indeed do that. After like, I don't know, a few minutes, a minute or two. What was it that said? What was the name?
Sanguaro.
How do you say that? How do you type that?
S-A-N. Go ahead.
Guaro. It is a combination of saguaro and San Pedro cactus.
Sanguaro, okay. Alright. So you will like a response after a while. But I do not have a voice or anything changes, so you just imagine
Yeah,
a little
go
bit
ahead.
of echo, that. It'll respond. It's a sending of her own. Ah, very familiar sight I am seeing, in more ways than one. My interest is piqued, and your desired destination would be?
You will see that she cast another sending spell to you so that you can reply.
I think he'd be kind of rambly, like he wasn't sure he'd get a bit of a response, but you would hear somewhere in that rambling, thankful message that my destination would be as close to Totori as you can get us. Before it cuts off again mid-message.
You start making some investigations. Different places that are open and viable for you to come in and appear. And you do think that there is a pool from where you can open up a portal and appear so that you might guide them through. You can move through these portals across the world using these waterways not almost instantaneously, very quickly. Bringing forth other people, however, is a much more arduous and tedious matter. But it is not impossible, and meeting them would absolutely give you an opportunity to see what's going on.
That would definitely be what she will do. Bring them over, meet up, and at least take a look of this group, because from what she saw in the scrying, it's interesting. Before sending them towards Totoria, was it Totoria?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So
And
how do
so
I bring them over?
you will guide them towards the nearest Japanese onsen, natural sort of pool of hot spring, a natural hot spring. And that would be in the in Nagahama.
Gotcha.
And you will guide them over to those hot springs so that you can open up the portal and meet them at the and guide them to their goal after some questioning, of course. But that is where we will end for tonight, because it is 1:30 a.m. And as much as I would love to keep going, some of us have lives. Not me, but some of us do.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
Angus doesn't.
How do you know that?
Because I talked to you.
Fair point.
Wow.
Wow.
The only one, the only one I know personally that has a life is Dream over there.
Yeah.
I have work at like 9 a.m. tomorrow, so
Fuck.
Oh
Yeah.
no. 8 hours.
well,
Yep.
technically it's 10:30 for me because I'm on the West Coast, so
Yeah.
marginally better.
So,
Yeah,
so we
marginally better.
will call this here. I'm going to quickly raid, and then I will create a account for Moonman so that she can actually have her character.
You're gonna have to import 19 character seed.
This
A
was
level
a silly
18.
moment, Boop,
18.
and I'm glad. Boop, this was a very silly moment, and you seem to be enjoying it. I'm glad we could do that for you.
Yeah. It is the second. You are the third official cameo, Moonman.
Oh
She
no,
got a
they got
blue
a blue
screen.
screen.
Oh no!
What?
Moon
Moon got a blue screen.
Oh no.
What a shame.
They went into the water and it was just so much blue at blue screen.
Yeah.
The
All
cameo
right.
was just too much for their PC to take.
Yeah. But that is where I will call it for tonight. I'm going to find someone to raid out to, and then we will. You know what? I see this frog all the time, and they have raided me twice. I'm going to raid back.
Oh,
Give this frog all the love in the world. Their profile picture are.
What kind of frog is it?
It looks like a red-eyed tree frog. Tell them that they're poggers. Tell them that they're cool. Tell them that they deserve to be everything that they want to be. I had fun. This was a very socially motivated campaign. I need to speak with one fucker Sofia and one fucker Moonman, but that will happen later. Moonman will happen later when she comes back on her PC. And Sofia, that will presumably happen now as we rework her entire character, because even though you are still a warlock, for story purposes, that doesn't mean you can't rework your character design. And I will say, if you do change from warlock from right now, you will still keep all of the pack boons that you have gained so far, like invocations and such. All the invocations you have received from Izanami that aren't from specifically the warlock level up, you will still keep. Like the Pact of the Talisman and the buff that it gives you, you'll keep that, as well as the Rebuke the Violent and the Cloak of Flies, that sort of thing.
Damn, my sculpture of flesh disintegrated into atoms.
Yeah.
Reduced to
But yeah,
atoms.
bye everyone. Okay, boop.
Yeah, have fun.
So, sculpture of flesh totally